जय श्री माता जी। Let's all bow down to श्री माता जी and take बंधन। हम सब श्री माता जी को नतमस्तक होकर नमस्कार करेंगे और बंधन लेंगे। तीन महामंत्र और श्री गणेश मंत्र। Let us keep both our hands towards श्री माता जी। अपने दोनों हथेली को श्री माता जी की ओर रखेंगे। Let's place our right hand on the Mother Earth and left hand towards Shri Mataji. अपना दाया हाथ जमीन पर और बाया हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर. Let us pray. Shri Mataji, please cleanse, nurture, and empower our right side. श्री माताजी, कृपा करके हम सभी की ईड़ा नाड़ी के सभी दोष, सभी बाधाएं धरनी माता में खींच लीजिए, विलीन कीजिए. Now let's place our right hand back towards Shri Mataji and left hand towards the sky, placing next to our left ear. धीरे से अपना दाया हाथ श्री माता जी की ओर रखेंगे और अपना बाया हाथ आकाश की ओर. Let us pray. Shri Mataji, please cleanse, nurture, and empower our right side. श्री माताजी, कृपा करके हम सभी के पिंगला नाड़ी शुद्ध और निर्मल कीजिए. Let's get our left hand back and keep both our hands towards Shri Mataji. धीरे से अपने दोनों हथेली को श्री माता जी की ओर रखेंगे. Let's place our attention on our central channel. अपने चित्त को सुषुम्ना नाड़ी पर केंद्रित करेंगे. Let us pray. Shri Mataji, please bring us all into state of balance. श्री माताजी, कृपा करके हम सभी को संतुलन प्रदान कीजिए. Let's place our attention on Sahasrara Chakra. चित्त को सहस्त्रार पर केंद्रित करते हैं. Let us pray. Shri Mataji, please establish us all in thoughtless awareness. श्री माताजी, कृपा करके हम सभी को निर्विचार स्थिति में स्थापित कीजिए. In this state of thoughtlessness, let us all listen to Shri Mataji's speech. इसी निर्विचार स्थिति में हम सब श्री माताजी के अमृतवाणी को आत्मसात करेंगे.
But the other way around is that we are going to look after ourselves. We have to become this. We have to grow. We have to do it. Then it's just the other way round. Everything works out. I don't have to tell you. Because this is so base and so gross that after being here for so many years, you should all have become avadhutas by now. Absolutely. Controlling all elements, everything should have been possible. But still you are under the grip of the element. How can you control it? First of all, get out of the slavery, this mental slavery. Alright? If it is there, it's there. If it is not there, it doesn't matter. Nothing is more important than it. I am the king of the whole world. If I have to sleep on the ground, I can sleep. If I have to sleep in the palaces, I'll sleep. Nothing can dominate. Then you are the master. You know, in India, there are some Sahajogis who are controlling, definitely controlling the elements. We have examples of that. Lots of things have been published, and you know that in Nirmala Yoga, you must have heard. But you meet them, you will find they are avadhutas. When they talk, you feel a great sage is talking, the way they behave all the time. You see their behavior and everything is so great. We need people of that caliber today because that is the situation of all the nations. You have to be extra good because today is not the time when we can allow things to go as they are. Or we are not just disciples, we all have to become gurus. And it is not the time when you can play with time. You cannot play with events. You have to surmount it. You have to come on top of it. It's the time when the whole ship is going to be drowned or to be saved. This is the situation today. And that's why you have got your realization so far. If that precarious time had not arrived, how many of you really think you deserved it? But you got it. Because the time is such that everybody must be given realization and they must be given all powers so that they come up. But if you do not open your heart, put all your attention to your spirit, these powers will not work out. None of these powers will work out in you. This is the problem. Every guru had a command on the elements. Nanaka, you know definitely, people were sitting there and they asked him for the water and he put his hand on a rock and the water started pouring down. That's why it is called Punjab, Punjab. 5. And the 5 rivers exist there too. It is said about all of them that they had powers over elements. So how much we are lacking? Still we are like other people who are selling cheap things or who are busy making cheap things or who are of no value. You are the ones who have to save the whole world. At the maximum of my life, blood and toil and everything, sweat, I have put in this land of you. The time is coming for me to go. Only 3 years more are left. Before that, I hope we establish an ashram. You need not pay for it, but you have to be ready to occupy it, otherwise you cannot occupy it. I can tell you, cannot get any more blessings of God. So why should God bless you? This is the point one should ask oneself. Are you your own spirit? Or you are all else but the spirit? But when I say something, it just goes as a big roaring. I don't know if the frequencies reach your eyes or not, or ears or not. But I would request you now, as Gavin has asked me for Guru Nanak's day, I really didn't want to come. Because to talk of Guru Nanaka and to hear about it, one has to be a very great person. because such a light to bear, you have to make up yourself. Everything else is important. Then how can you talk of Sahaja Yoga coming over? I went to America, I was surprised. Americans, whatever it is, few people. But to them, Sahaja Yoga is the most important. They talk nothing but Sahaja Yoga, their life is Sahaja Yoga. Morning till evening they are working out Sahaja Yoga, nothing else. They are not poor. Australians, you know. But the heart is not open. The spirit has not shown its light. It is the one that gives you complete satisfaction, complete joy, complete Guru's principle, because then you start giving. If there is no light, what are you giving? Darkness. What are you giving to others? The darkness that is within you, if you are going to give that. So the second phase has to be, as I have told you, to have self-respect. The one who asks, demands, has dearth, has no self-respect. Who can give me? When I am forgiving, nobody can give me. We have to learn to give. And give and give and give. Does not matter. I am so worried sometimes that I do not give you any hard tests, I tell you. Even a little bit, when you try to be funny, you do get a little bit hurt. But again, I soothe you. But sort of a mediocrity, you see. This mediocrity is not going to help us. This is the age of mediocrity. In the politics are mediocres, useless people. You go in the economics, there are mediocres. Everywhere there are mediocres. In Sahaja Yoga, we have to have extra brilliant, extra sacrificing, extra dynamic, extra compassionate people. Otherwise, Sahaja Yoga is not going to work out. If you fail, it will be your responsibility. Naturally, you want me to help you. I have done my level best, you see. All the quick methods, you see, instant, like puja, all that I have allowed you to have. But that does not stay in you, does not retain in you. The vibrations are so much. You have no idea. Some people have felt the gale coming out. Gale. So it is there. You may not feel it. Your Maharaj will tell you what happened to him when he first faced me. But to you, nothing happened. What if gale comes to Rock of Gibraltar? It doesn't feel it. So as far as I am concerned, I have worked very hard, you know that. And I know you can come up. You have that potential in you. So, you must make your own rules and regulations. Nobody needs to make. If somebody makes so much, you make your own so much. Like tea drinking, like mad. I just don't understand. It's like a life which is a swingy thing, you see. It has no direction, it has no guidance. You must, if you are the master, you must at least be the driver of your car, if not the master. You should stand on your both legs and know that you are the Guru, that you must have your own staff in your hand. The staff that will guide others, not a support to you. If you are yourself a lanky-panky person, how are you going to hold all the masses to you And how are you going to guide them? So strong effort, very tenacious effort must be made. Form your own rules and regulations. Treat yourself as a disciple. You are the guru, you are the disciple. So the third phase of this thing is to be the spirit. The spirit, that is the guru, and the rest of it is the disciple. Your body, your mind, your emotions, your intellect, everything is a disciple and you are the guru. For this, you do not need people of very great intellect. You do not need people of very great education, but a person who is courageous and a person who is of that quality. When you go to India, you must meet a gentleman called Harishchandra. He's a very simple fisherman. He's a graduate, of course, but he's a simple man, works in a bank. And he came to me in Sahaja, got his realization. I've told you his story once. Again I'll tell you what sort of a man he is. He told me that they went to the sea, he was to go to the other side on a small little island to talk about Surge Yoga. There were 25 people and it was a storm, really a tempest. So he went and stood before the sea and towards the wind that was blowing, and he took out his hand and says, "Stop it now. I have to go for mother's work. This is God's work. Will you stop? Until I come back home, you are going to keep it like that." Once he said it and the whole thing stopped. They all saw, witnessed. He went there, did all the work, came back home, and when he entered his door, then the water started drizzling. It started drizzling down. He's an ordinary man to look at. I mean, compared to you people are really great Englishmen. He lives in a very ordinary way. Wife is a fisherwoman also. She sorts out fishes and sells them in the market. But see, his body is so well built and shining and the muscles so developed. And the man, he stands up and the way he talks, an absolutely humble person. No wonder Christ chose fishermen. And he has got thousands of fishermen as his disciples. He doesn't call them disciples, he says all they are mother's children. Thousands, don't know. He has been calling me to go to them and all that, but they come to my program, some of them. One day I have to go down to those islands. Any one of the islands, he said, you come, they'll be all there the whole day waiting. But the way he's there is surprising. When I'm there, he brings fishes for me. But I said, you see, I eat fishes that you bring, but what about my other children? He said, no, next time all the fishes will be sent to you. And he sent one truckload, we won't believe. And I said, now I don't even have truckload disciples. Who was going to eat all this? And he said, nothing. I just went and told fishermen that mother has asked for fishes and everybody gave their fishes. One day we will not have fishes. What is that? What does it matter? Imagine those people who live day to day in that country. Modi told the newspaper people that we can control the elements somehow by mother's grace. So the newspaper people felt that they were very much boasting. But it's true, they can. To them it is not boasting, it's just what it is happening. So they are telling the truth, you see. But that should happen. We should also have some things to boast here. Important. So now we have the other phase, as I told you. is of becoming the guru of yourself, detaching yourself, identifying yourself with the spirit which is growing in its life. So detachment. One has to develop detachment. My mother, it starts like, my mother is suffering from cancer. My father is suffering from madness. Mother, can you cure them? So now first I cure mother and father. Then I am married. My wife is like this, my child is like this. Then my house, then my motor car, then my dog, then my umbrella. I have to go on struggling from A to Z, from Z to A. All right? I can do up to a point. But for what? For what? Why to cure the mother, father, brothers, sisters, every relationship, the 10th marriage and the 11th divorce? Why to correct all this? For what? It must have some purpose. And if that purpose cannot be served, what is the use of doing? The purpose is that you at least leave all these things into my hand and detach yourself. But you want to bring the case to me as well as worry about it. Detachment. But the idea of detachment is like this. I am very detached about money, mother. Absolutely. I am not bothered. I keep the lights on. Why to worry about money? This is the argument. Why should we worry about looking after the gas and all that? After all, we are detached people. We are in detachment, you see. We are not attached to money. But who is going to pay? The another type of detachment that I see, very interesting one is this one is, I am very detached. So, I am not bothered about having a bath, having all kinds of diseases, having all kinds of problems within myself, giving my problems to others. I am detached. Why should I cover myself? I am detached. If I get cold, I am detached. Let everybody get cold from me. That's why, what can I do? I am detached. I have got cold, so what does it matter? I am a detached personality. Why should others find? They should also get detached. This is the ridiculous limit we can go in our idea of detachment. Detachment is from within. You are not bothered. You are not bothered. You know your mother. The first detachment is shown in generosity. Detachment is generosity. Very nice. She sold her ornaments for nothing at all. I mean, I would never have accepted that money. She just sold. It's remarkable. She's poor. She's Polish, not English. She sold her ornaments. And this is what communism has done to people. They are very detached. Communists are very detached people, I tell you. Of course, I would never take that money, that's there. But the way she did it, just like that. She was just record it, I was happy. For God's sake, all right, what is ornament thing? I mean, you know, I've given away so many of my ornaments to keep relations all right. The other day I gave away my kada to Christine, you know that, when she got engaged. Just it came out of the hand and went away. I was detached, you see. I never even felt the coming out. So when detached, Christine, poor thing, you see, crumpled down with pressure, but to me it was just nothing. Dust. So that detachment has to come. Now you should know which part you are there. Like, idea of detachment is should not be that we I would say hippie style of detachment, that you have right to exploit everybody else, or the another type, as I told you, which is very ridiculous. It's not an idea, it's a thing, it's your awareness itself is detached. So these four things for your material side is important. What you eat is not so important, because whatever you eat, if the brain is going to be such a nonsensical thing, it's better whether you eat it or not makes no difference, just sterilize it. Like in the hotel, what will you have? I'll have pancake. What will you have? I'll have this, I'll have that. For what? I just don't understand why waste so much energy. Why not you all have pancake, all of you to put together? It's a very big thing, you know. Or today I will have this. Out of all this materialism, what comes out is Mr. I. So we develop this Mr. I. So the word I must go away, we should speak we. We means you and all the Sahajogis put together. When you say we, you will find it will be different. Or take your name like this Norman. This Norman won't listen. Like children say. I asked a little boy, I said, will you go home? I will go, but his name was Munna, this Munna won't go. He is very obstinate. What can I do? This is detachment. To speak in third person is detachment, in which you are not in the picture, you are a witness. You are a witness of the show. So this detachment should work in such a way that you should witness the whole show. You are not involved into it. But just see what happens in collectivity also. It becomes a political issue certainly. In Sahaja Yoga also, political issue. Nothing short of political issue. We are not here fighting like union leaders. We are all leaders. Where is the time to fight? Whom are we to fight? That we have to decide. So as far as all these things concern are detachment and attachment to spirit.
Let us all thank Shrimati ji for today's collective evening meditation and take bandhan. हम सभी श्री माता जी को आज के सामूहिक ध्यान के लिए आभार प्रकट करेंगे और बंधन लेंगे। जय श्री माता जी।